Hey guys, my name's Thomas Claxton and I'm presenting my arguments as to why the split jerk should be legal. I'm going to start with the most efficient point. This is your top rack. When you're holding the bar in your top rack position, it is the same distance from here to lockout between a push press, a strict press, and a push jerk, and a split jerk. So there is no real differential between these 2 points. So technically, it's not cheating. The bold marker is the push press and the split jerk is in the dotted mark. As you can see, the top point here is efficiency and power. If you're in a competition and the competition is for reps, it is not efficient to waste seconds split jerking and then realigning your feet to then reset, clean, and go again. If you can get the technique right and it can give you that benefit, by all means do it. From a strength athlete's perspective, to push press something or strict press something overhead, it looks cooler, I get it.
Yes, it's cool as hell.
At the end of the day, you're after the maximal weight lifted possible, right? That's the whole point of competition, is to see who is the strongest on a weight to weight ratio. If you're trying to lift option A versus option B, and option B is heavier, but you can get it because you can have this special technique, why wouldn't you do it, especially if it's allowed? So there will be promoters out there that say split jerking is not allowed. And that's fine. They can do that within their right.
So as Thomas said, they are well within their right to ban the split jerk if they wish to do so. And from what Cale Beck just informed us, there are competitions that do ban the split jerk. I didn't know that, so thanks for that, Cale. So if these competitions are banning the split jerk, then they're doing it for a reason. So why is the idea so outrageous to you?
The be-all and end-all, the person who's running the comp, the promoter. I've spelt that wrong. I don't think Colin Bryce, Dion Wessels, any of the promoters for the Arnolds ever going to say, let's ban the split jerk. They're more focused on upping the numbers and bringing in the crowds. If there's money on the line and there's enough people that say, let's ban it, they will. At the end of the day though, if you learn all 3, you're going to be better off than learning 1. A wide range of knowledge is going to be much better than isolating yourself down.
Thank you for that, Thomas. So I got a lot of interesting responses from last video. First of all, saying that you're stupid and you're dumb. That is not a competent debate. That does not win you arguments, no matter how many people agree with it. For those of you who actually did try and debate me, I'm just going to go through some of your comments here and counter some of them, and maybe pick out a few that I found quite comical. Have fun trying to ruin strongman by making arbitrary rules. That's a bit drastic. Arbitrary rules the public could give 2 shits about, which is who you should be trying to make it entertaining for. And what do you mean by ruin the sport? What, people that split jerk are going to leave the sport because they can't do it anymore? If that's all it takes for them to leave the sport, then if you ask me, they're not real strongmen. Lightweight guys press more than me, and that's not fair. You quoted that like I said that, but I didn't say that, so that's interesting. I could learn and do more weight, then do it. No extra points for toughness, mate. Do you know why people like Eddie Hall choose to do their lifts strict? When Eddie does his axial world record, he was making a statement. I have the strongest shoulders on the planet, and you cannot prove otherwise. He knows how to use his legs, but he didn't. So if someone comes in next year and breaks his record using a split jerk, or even legs, he and everyone else can say that Eddie's lift was done strict, and he will still carry that reputation of having the strongest shoulders. It is a huge factor to the lift.
Because that is what they are at the end of the day. They are there to prove a presence. You know, they're not there to make a number up, they're there to make a fucking presence, so.
If you really think it's all about a number, then you're kidding yourself. So when you say no extra points for toughness, well, that's just not true. It's about having that status. But at least you admitted that it's tougher. That's probably why Iron Bibi is attempting to do the axial world record strict, because he genuinely wants to break Eddie's record, the same way Eddie did it. You can say that it's because he's not athletic enough to do it, but from what I've been told, Iron Bibi happens to be quite the athlete. So like Eddie said, it's about status. Can anyone match Eddie Hall with shoulder power? Right now the answer is no. You're going to compare Eddie Hall's shoulder power with a 70 kilo Chinese man? So I guess my main point here is keep doing your split jerk, and just maybe one day you may be able to overhead more than 85 kilo Russian girls. How are we going to expect the rest of the world to take it seriously? We are so behind on shoulder power, and I think it's because most people don't want to put the work in. If you're split jerking around 400 pounds, but you can barely strict press your own body weight, then something's wrong. I don't say this to be unkind, and I don't blame you for using the technique to climb up the ladder, because honestly, without it, you would probably never hold an overhead record. You go take your split jerk over to Olympic weightlifting, and all of a sudden your numbers aren't so great. What are you going to tell me next? That Olympic weightlifters are stronger than strongmen? Right now our top pressers are Rongo Keane, who just got a 208 kilo log press at the Log Press World Championships. Absolutely inspiring. I think with the right backing and dedication, Rongo can take the log press world record. And we also have Coco putting up 200 kilo logs as well. Coco has been a big influence on me wanting to get my shoulder press up. Whether the two of them agree with me, I don't care. I respect their shoulder strength more than yours. When you see guys dealing with weights like this, I don't think people quite realize exactly how much hard work it takes. So much hard work and dedication by these men, and I aspire to join them one day. Women look good and men don't. That statement is some super bullshit, man. Oh yeah, it's 2019, I can't say women look good anymore. Strongman is a sport where we all accept PEDs as completely fine. That's not true. I think most people have a problem with people using PEDs in sport. That's why it's kept under wraps. I mean, it's bad for business. Probably more of a case of banning people from YouTube videos than the split jerk in strongman. Well, good luck with that, bibbidi bobbidi. The same weight is lifted by two people, one strict and one jerk. Who is stronger? Neither. It's shared points. Yes, that was the point of my video. The only people that don't like split jerks are people that can't split jerk. You think I couldn't learn the split jerk if I put the same dedication in as I do with the rest of my lifts? I've been in the sport for 1 year and I've won Tasmania's Strongest Man. I've podiumed at New South Wales Strongest Man and ASA Nationals without a coach, training in my garage. I'm naturally built for lifting, and you think I can't learn a split jerk because I'm not athletic enough? The only rule should be banning sumo, no split jerk. That's too many rules. One too many rules? We've capped out on rule making. I could strict press 120 kilos, but why would I? Yeah, why would you, Sam? Your average Joe has no clue what the difference is in a strict press, push press, power jerk, and split jerk. All they know is how much weight went overhead. So basically what you're saying is it's okay if people don't know. I'm not going to say that split jerking is a cheat because right now it's legal, but basically what you're saying is it's okay to cheat if people don't know. I can press fake weights and claim it to be X amount of weight and blow people's minds, and that will be okay because they don't know better. Great mindset, Sam. Generally, most strongmen, including myself, are not interested in learning how to catch weight. We're interested in pressing weight. You see, the word press is in the title, overhead press medley or event. You have a strict press, you have a push press. The split jerk is not a press, it's a jerk. I'm nitpicking here, but you better not include press in your titles when you have an overhead event. Let's say you have to run from point A to point B. Would you lunge, walk, or run? What about split cleans? Splits on a monster dumbbell. Better ban the belt too. We have the Viking press to demonstrate shoulder strength. Might as well ban lapping the stone. Notice how none of these comments have nothing to do with the split jerk? They're just distraction fallacies. Not one person in the comments were able to prove me wrong in saying that the split jerk is not an equal lift to other overhead lifts. I understand that split jerkers don't want to hear this, and people that don't split jerk, that are friends with people that split jerk, I'm not going to say anything otherwise because they're just yes men. But my case stands. I don't think anyone can prove me wrong. So as Australian strongmen, we are here to prove a presence. If you don't think we're here to prove a presence, then you're never going to win, or you're a liar. All these comments did was confirm my case, so thank you.